I decided that seeing me without a beard may be too painful for you, so I put a band-aid on. A band-aid? Bandana. There it is. I shaved it all off. I actually look 16. I look like a little boy. Anyway, I was sitting around watching the two videos this week that caught my interest, which were Adam and Neil's, because one, they're both gamers, and two, they both talk about interesting things, and I was thinking to myself, and I'm like, man, I have absolutely nothing to talk about. And then I remembered how kind of poopy my week was in the beginning, and I realized that I do have something to talk about. So, to start things off, I'll talk about my bad perspective of the week. Well, on Sunday, I took up this project that my friend didn't want to do in art class, and it's a screen print for this charity company. And I wrote a blog on it on my MySpace, so if you want to check that out, go ahead. But because people don't go on my MySpace that watch this, except for, like, you know, a few of you, I'll just say it. So I do this screen print. It takes me like 5 hours to do. And I take it, you know, on Tuesday after Memorial Day to start the screen printing on the bags. And my teacher is like so thankful. She's like thanking me profusely, and we get the screen printing on the other side of my on the bag. So Alex, the guy that didn't want to do the project, started doing it, and the teacher decided that the design was too weak. And it was a design that Alex did. I didn't invent the design. I just did the hard part with covering the screen to make it come out with paint. And so the teacher's like, oh, the design's too weak. We can't really use this. And then, you know, I'm not too disappointed about it. I'm a little upset. But, you know, I sit there and I'm like, ugh, it was rejected. And then I go up to Alex and he's like, I'm sorry. Looks like you should get extra credit. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to take it personally because I didn't design it. And he's like, I'm not taking it personally either, because I thought it was weak too. What? What is that supposed to mean? So that's how my whole week started. 5 hours of wasted time when I could have been doing something with friends, because it was Sunday, so I couldn't do anything with Lauren. And so, yeah. And then at the end of the week, I shaved. And then the day before that, Lauren had a strings concert, which was very nice. Except for how crappily her teacher stated she was a senior and what she wanted to be. She's like, oh, David, he's a great cello player. Oh, spotlight on spotlight, spotlight, Lauren Stassworth. And because she cut to her name, nobody knew that she called another name, so no one clapped for her at first. And it was rather poopy, if you ask me. Oh yeah, and I started saying poopy instead of, you know, S-H-I-T. Because poop's just more fun to say. And, so, yeah. And now this week is pretty much hellish because I have to get all my homework done. So, yeah. And now I'm done rambling, so I'll start doing something actually interesting. Alright? Okay.